Alright, so you know how we're all pretty much glued to our phones and laptops these days, right? Well, get ready for a wild ride because I've got some news that might just make you want to chuck your devices out the window. But, don't actually do that because, well, you're gonna need them to read this totally not made-up story about why your internet might go kaput tomorrow. So, picture this. You're scrolling through your social media feed, maybe watching some cute cat videos, or, arguing with strangers about whether pineapple belongs on pizza. It totally does, by the way. When suddenly, bam! Your internet connection drops faster than a lead balloon. You might think, oh, it's just my crappy router acting up again. But nope, it's way worse than that. You see, there's this little thing called space junk that's been piling up above our heads for decades. And when I say little, I mean like millions of pieces of debris whizzing around Earth at speeds that would make even Vin Diesel jealous. We're talking about everything from defunct satellites to astronaut gloves that somehow got away during a spacewalk. Heck, there's even a spatula up there somewhere. I guess someone really wanted to flip space pancakes, right? Now, here's where things get a bit, dicey. All this space trash has been building up and scientists have been warning us about it for years. But did we listen? Of course not. We were too busy binge-watching shows and posting selfies. Well, karma's coming for us and it's wearing a spacesuit. So, apparently, there's this thing called the Kessler Syndrome. No, it's not a new Netflix series, although, given how things are going, it might as well be. It's this scenario where all the junk up there starts crashing into each other, creating even more debris, until we're basically trapped on Earth by a giant bubble of space trash. Talk about being grounded, huh? But wait, it gets better, or worse, depending on how you look at it. You know all those satellites that beam down your precious internet signal? Yeah, well, they're right in the line of fire. It's like a cosmic game of dodgeball, except instead of rubber balls, we're dealing with chunks of metal traveling at 17,500 miles per hour. Not exactly the kind of game you want to play, if you ask me. Now, I know what you're thinking, but surely someone's doing something about this, right? Well, kinda. There are a few companies out there trying to clean up space, but it's not exactly a walk in the park. It's more like trying to pick up confetti in a hurricane while riding a unicycle, blindfolded, on Mars. One company even proposed using a giant space harpoon to catch debris. I'm not kidding, a space harpoon. Because apparently, we've decided that the best way to solve our problems is to go full Captain Ahab on space junk. Arr, matey! Thar she blows, a satellite the size of a school bus. But here's the kicker. All it takes is one unlucky collision, and we could be looking at a chain reaction that knocks out most of our communication satellites. And let me tell you, if that happens, it's going to be chaos. No more GPS, no more weather forecasts, and worst of all, no more streaming services. Can you imagine having to go back to, gasp, cable TV? The horror! So, what can we do about it? Well, for starters, maybe we could, I don't know, stop launching so much stuff into space? I mean, do we really need a car orbiting the sun? Looking at you, Elon. Or how about we invest in some of those cleanup missions? Sure, it might cost a pretty penny, but think about all the money we'll save on therapy bills when we're not losing our minds over slow internet speeds. In the meantime, though, you might want to start preparing for the space junk apocalypse. Stock up on books. You know, those things made of paper that don't require Wi-Fi. Maybe learn some useful skills, like how to navigate using the stars or how to communicate using smoke signals. Who knows? You might even have to, and I can't believe I'm saying this, talk to your neighbors face to face. I know, it's a terrifying thought. But seriously, this space junk situation is no joke. It's like we've turned Earth's orbit into the world's messiest junk drawer, and now we're paying the price. And let's be real, if our internet goes down, we're looking at a crisis of epic proportions. I mean, how else are we supposed to share our sourdough bread photos or argue about whether that dress is blue and black or white and gold? So, here's a thought. Maybe we should start treating space like we treat our national parks. You know, take only pictures, leave only footprints. Except in this case, it's more like, take only data. Leave only satellites that actually work. Because if we don't get our act together soon, we might find ourselves living in a world where the only way to get online is to climb to the top of the highest mountain and hope you can catch a stray signal from some alien civilization that hasn't messed up their orbit yet. And let's not forget about the poor astronauts up there on the International Space Station. Imagine trying to do your job while dodging space debris like you're in some twisted version of asteroids. Houston, we have a problem. There's a rogue toothbrush heading straight for us at Mach 25. But hey, maybe I'm being too pessimistic. Maybe tomorrow will come and go, and our internet will be just fine. Maybe all this space junk will magically disappear, or maybe aliens will show up and offer to clean it all up for us. Though knowing our luck, they'd probably just add to the mess. Or maybe, just maybe, we'll finally wake up and realize that we need to take care of our cosmic backyard before it's too late. So what's the takeaway from all this? Well, for one, maybe we should all take a moment to appreciate the miracle that is our current internet connection. Give your router a little pat on the back. It's working hard to bring you cat videos in the face of impending space doom. And who knows? Maybe this whole space junk disaster will be the kick in the pants we need to finally get our act together and start taking better care of our planet and its surroundings. In the meantime, though, you might want to download a few extra episodes of your favorite shows, just in case. And maybe, call your mom or something. Because if the space junk apocalypse does hit tomorrow, at least you'll have someone to complain to about how you can't post about it on social media. So there you have it. The totally real and not at all exaggerated threat of space junk that could bring down our internet faster than you can say, "Houston, we have a problem." Will it happen tomorrow? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, it's high time we started taking this issue seriously. Because let's face it, a world without internet is a world I don't want to live in. I mean, how else am I supposed to watch videos of people falling off treadmills or dogs riding skateboards? In conclusion, let's all cross our fingers, toes, and whatever else we can cross that our internet survives another day. And maybe, just maybe, we'll start thinking twice before launching more junk into space. After all, Earth's orbit isn't a cosmic dumping ground. It's more like a really expensive, really fragile snow globe that we need to take better care of. So the next time you're tempted to complain about your Wi-Fi speed, just remember, at least it's working. For now.